Oh, this is live. Sorry if you guys can't see me. Camera difficulties. It's just that the camera's disconnected. Oh, turn it on now. So, sorry I haven't done this in a while. Oh no. Oh, sorry, it's working. Sorry, I guess I'm listening to slapping music right now. So, how you guys doing? Sorry, I'm just doing like a quick little thing for Hello, Let's Talk. This is just a quick little update. So, Belen Iglesia, go subscribe to her. She is on the cat crew right now, and she is. And things have been happening. And they know who they are if they're watching this. Belen, I would advise you to stop watching. If you keep on watching, you are a bad friend. But some things have been happening at my school. It's been interesting because I have to like hang out with them. I don't have a lot of things going on. How should I feel? Creatures are here, running through the window. I said, how should I feel? Creatures are here, running through the window. I said, how should I feel? Creatures are here, running through the window. I said, how should I feel? Creatures are here, running through the window. Okay. So we're gonna do like a miniature draw my life. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but so it has to see me. So this is my draw my life. So yeah, as you guys can see, this is my draw my life. And let's obviously I'm only 10 years old, and in this world where we call Earth, like specifically tells me where to stay in the lines, where we call Earth, there are billions of stories to be told. And we don't want them to end, because if they do end, then there'll be no more Draw My Life. So today, we're explaining one in a little place in California called Martinez. I bet I spelled that wrong. But when I was a baby, when I was a little baby, people say I didn't cry much. I did cry a bit, but over now, they say I was a really cool baby. I was a little weirdo. I was that little girl in the street you guys would see, eating a cookie, looking like a little tomato, because I always had this orange blanket covering myself all the time. I was like, don't let me go. And I had two older brothers. One is called Juan, and the other one is called Jose. They took care of me a lot, and I was that little annoying sister being all like, I need, 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 need to be just like you. And you guys get that. And I ended up being a little derp head because when I grew older, my brothers actually left me out a lot. So that ended up being good that I wasn't a little derp head anymore. So when I grew older, I eventually got into preschool. And what a lot of people don't know about me is that I see color in everything. Like when I hear music, I hear color with it. Certain colors are I hear. And a lot of people don't get that. And I don't like it. So all these colors are happening in my mind, and I'm just like, what are those things they are saying? And my brother eventually said, they're words. I was like, what are these things called words? I always called them words. I don't know why, but I always called them words. And then one day, I remember this really clearly, when my dad brought my mom some lettuce. And he brought that lettuce, it had this fish, like, slammed on top. And I was like, ooh, what is that thing? So when that happened, my mom ate all the fish. She was just like, okay, if you don't want it, I'll eat it. So once my mom made that fish, and I was left with this gooey essence called salad. And it had those croutons, and I was just like, oh, this salad looks good. This looks really good. But you know how like sometimes the juice drips down? I didn't know, but like little pieces of beef of the fish were in that big thing of lettuce. Oh, yellow, I guess it was blue. And when I ate it, I was like, I mean this fork. That fork is like right here. And the fork has some lettuce in it. But I didn't realize that it had little drips of peppermint, and it had some like fish meat in it, and I was like, and all of a sudden my lips got all red. They got huge, and we had to go to the emergency room, and I was just like, what is happening? This is a blur. And they were just like, oh, it might just be like a life thing, maybe it's not gonna happen again. But they were wrong. So another day, my mom made these like a fish tray, a huge fish tray that had fishes all over it. And I was just like, okay, let's give it another try. I don't want to be mean to wildlife. So I'm just like, let's give it another try to fish. And I'm there looking like a little dummy. I'm looking down and I'm just like, what is that thing called? Fish. Because I heard my parents say it. Like, they're just like, no, she's not allergic to fish. But when I ate it, I was like, with my fork again, my little derpy fork. And I was like, I'm gonna try to give it another shot. Let's hope nothing happens. So I got my fork with a little piece of fish. And I was like, let's eat it. When I ate it, ended up being fish. I'm allergic to fish now. And then one day in school, with this big row of seats, because it was the cafeteria, kids were eating their food, laughing off. They were just like, ha ha ha, ha ha. Okay, so you guys get the thing. So there are a lot of kids that are just eating. And I'm here, just like a little derp head, thinking, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And I thought I was pretty cool when I was little. I was just like, I'm a cool kid. with two huge older brothers that have muscles. And I'm just like, I think I'm cool. So, so that's a picture of my brother Juan. He's pretty slapping. He's like, but he's nice to me when he wants to, so it's not like a day thing. I thought I was pretty cool. And all of a sudden, this guy that will forever be my enemy, named Jamin, comes up to me. And he's like, "Oh, I heard that you're allergic to fish." And I'm just like, "Oh, I heard that word fish again. What is it?" And then he gets a little bit of fish from schoolfish, and I'm like over here trying to block him out with my hair, and I'm like turned around at this point. I'm like, don't make me eat that fish, man. I'm allergic to it. But he didn't hear me. This is my hair, by the way. That's pretty weird hair. And he tried to make me eat his fish. And his hand was all over my mouth. He was just like, eat this fish. I don't believe you. And that day was bad. It was all just a blur. And another day in the emergency room, I was on the computer, just messing around on the computer. And on the computer, I didn't know, but I was like sitting awkwardly on the table, on the chair. So here's the chair, right? Here's the chair, and it has this hole back, and I put like my 2 feet, and then I was like a little weirdo because I was like, "Yay, computer!" I don't know why. Okay, so when I sat on that chair, I had both of my feet out, and I was like, "Okay, I can use the computer now." I start using the computer, and all of a sudden, I try to lay back on the chair, and the chair goes whoop. It's just like, I'm not holding you anymore. Stop putting your feet through my hole. And then one foot you, and then I remember is touching my nose and seeing this red stuff coming out of my nose like crazy. I have blood all over myself. My mom over here is like, "Oh my god, what are we doing? What are we gonna do now?" My mom over here, she's like, "Why? What's happening?" And then my dad, he's just like, "Well, it must just be like a little thing. She might have not broken her nose." And my dad said that. My mom got so scared. She was just like, "Oh well, what if her nose did break? Whatever." Her whole mind was derping out like no one's business. And when she did that, I got scared because I'm just like, "Oh no, this is serious." So I'm here with my nose, just like my nose with 2 big holes. I never noticed that I could breathe. 2 big holes, just making goo come out. And I'm just like, "Oh no, this is serious. This is serious, and I need to be careful. I needed to be careful." And I put my hands over my nose, and I'm just like, "I'm okay, I'm okay." But then this whole scream just came, and I'm like, "Ah!" I don't know why I screamed, but that happened, and my mom was just like, I'm drawing her face, wait. She was just like, "What did you just do? Why are you screaming? Should we go to the emergency room?" And my mom's over here thinking about all the stuff that just happened. And the next parts are just a blur. And I see my mom, my head is on her lap. Like, this is my mom's lap, and my head is like right here. And all I see is like my head covered in blood. And my mom's just like, "Okay." And I hear my dad saying, calm down." And I'm just like, "Okay, what is happening? And then next to just like me recording weird videos on my mom's phone, it's of me just like dancing. And I'm just like, okay, this is gonna be our last words. Let's make it good. Let's make it real good. And I like pretended to be a hobo down the street and all that. And I was just like, okay, this is actually pretty fun. Not like the other emergency stories that I might not have told you. So then, when after all that school drama, I didn't really want to go back to that place. And remember all of the things except the thing about that thing called Jamin. Everything was okay at school until my best friend, no offense, but I did have some friends back in kindergarten, other than herself, my best friend Cece, we were sitting at our lunch table. We were smaller than the chairs, and I saw that pretty funny back then. I'm just like, the chair is a giant. What am I supposed to do? So we're over here at lunch with these gigantic chairs that aren't so big now. We are sitting on the chairs eating lunch with other kids around us. And I guess she didn't want to make a scene, because all of a sudden she said, "Can I tell you something?" And I'm just like over here like a little derp head. And I'm just like, okay, this might not be so bad. And now she tells me the worst words ever. It is, I'm leaving. I am leaving. Sorry, I'm pretty sure I'm spelling words wrong. I am leaving. And my whole world just around me vanished into darkness. After that, I really didn't want to show my face. We were still okay, but I was just like, don't look at me. Don't look at me. I was ignoring the world around me. I was actually a pretty sad person. And I'm just like, no, I'm not letting this affect me, but I can't do this anymore. So I ended up just being a really sad person that you guys would see in the playground, just ignoring the whole world as they go. So after that, I was actually really sad. And if you guys go to my school, you guys know I'm actually a pretty happy girl at school. But you guys don't know me at home. I'm actually a really sad person at home. And my friends come over, I try to be happy, but it really doesn't help. I'm a really sad person. And then, this year, I'm telling you about, don't stop here, and skip it till I say come back. This year at school, I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube because I already have my account, and I'm on YouTube, right? So as I'm on YouTube, I'm just like scrolling down my whole section over here, and it says like playlists and all that. And all of a sudden, I see for no reason that someone was on my account, because it says I subscribed to random people like Joey Graceffa. I did subscribe to him. I ended up really liking him. But it said I subscribed to people I don't even know who they are. But, sorry, I was choking. But I remembered, I was just like, wait, I'm pretty sure I told someone my password, while I was calling them. I'm just like, who is that? And I remember telling them, I'm just like, my password is blah, 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 and texting it to them. Because they're just like, hey, what's your password? We can do this thing together. I'm just like, my password is blah, 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 blah. So my password is this. And then she was just like, oh, okay, let's make some videos together. Vids. And I'm just like, okay. I respond like really happy. And I'm just like, okay, we're going to have some new people on the cat crew. And then, because I've had this account for a really long time, I just don't really make videos. I started just now. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she's just like, nope, now you gave me my password. Now you gave me your password, and I'm giving it to random people now, aka my cousin. I'm just like, what just happened? So, I'm telling you this now. Never, even best friends, give out your password. Give PC password, because it will ruin your life. I was just like, with my red eyes, I was just like, So yeah, and that actually really hurt, because they made this playlist called blah blah blah. Wait, let's see if any of you can read this. Called that. If you guys can read that, I was just like, who is this person doing all of this to me? And she said, oh, my cousin is a really good hacker, blah, blah, blah. She's a hacker. I didn't give her the password. I'm just like, that's not a really good excuse. Why specifically my account, if you guys get me? And she gives me this note, like, a few days before. My group of friends, well, they're not my friends anymore, they give me this note saying, oh, hi Clara, you've broken a lot of promises to us, and we don't want to be friends anymore. A few days later, I'm just like, okay, ignoring. And it was like everyone's signature. And then out of nowhere, I see bells. Bells. And I'm just like, no way. So I kind of got angry at her, and then she started crying. And I'm just like, why are you crying? She's just like, I didn't do it. I never agreed. And then I'm just like, okay, I'm still okay friends with her. But still, like, kids can be really mean. And that's when I, like, started blocking kids out again. I'm just like, this person here is being so and so mean to me. I'm not hanging out with them anymore. I'm just like, okay, kill them. I'm going back to my old self, not having friends, and just trying to act like a normal kid. And I'm really happy I have my older brothers, because they protected me when I needed them. I needed a shoulder to cry on. They were right there trying to hug me and helped me a lot. And I'm not going to say any names, but I'm going to say olds. Old. My old teacher was all like, olds, okay, olds. Teacher, or not really old. She might be new or old or in the now. Who knows? But except me. And she called me a liar in front of class, and I'm just like, no more, please. And I eventually started crying a lot, because I'm just like, this is not how I wanted my life to be. This isn't my life. I don't want to be here anymore. And eventually, every day, if you guys know me really, really well, I did do this video once, and it's called About My Life, but I deleted it. And it's literally just me crying, because I couldn't handle anything anymore. I was just crying. so much, and I'm just like, okay, no friends, no BFFs, no confidence, no more, no life. And then all these things are going around me, and I'm just like, okay, that's it. Time to get rid of what everyone hates. And yeah, I guess I should stop talking here about that. And then now this year, my friends are all just like, oh, well, she really didn't do that. She didn't do this. So once again, I'm trying to avoid all the people that are being mean to me. Belle, she just like all of a sudden just like pops out. And she tries to hang out around me, but I try to push her away. I'm just like, no, it's fine. I don't need you anymore. And she's just like, well, I don't want to be, I don't want anything. I just want to be here friends with you. So Belle is a really good friend to me now. So I'm drawing you really weirdly. That's me. And I'm just like, okay, where is this going? Is it going to get any better? Now I just have questions. What's going to happen? Who knows? I'm going to another grade level, and right now I am trying to block out as many people as I can. But if you guys just see me sad, try to cheer me up. Be right back, guys. It's the phone. So yeah. Remember how I said I'm allergic to fish? It's weird. I'm not allergic to crab. I'm not allergic to crab. I'm not allergic to shrimp. No, here. Look at the shrimp. I'm not gonna say shrimp. Ah! It's hot still. Look. Okay, you guys can see that on camera. I'm not allergic to seaweed, another seafood. Only fish. But the doctors clearly said, no more seafood for you. No more seafood. I'm just like, when I eat shrimp. Ah. So yeah, this is part 1 of my drama life. If you guys want more, hit that sub button. Just hit it and leave a big old thumbs up. A big old thumbs up. Oh, you happy girl. That's my day. As easy as that. So I'll see you all later in another video. Goodbye.